Sony just did something kind of wild. We all know the WH-1000XM6 are among the default recommendations for premium noise-canceling headphones. But Sony decided premium wasn't enough, so they dropped this. This is Sony 1000X The Collection. It costs $650. That is a massive jump from the standard XM6. In this video, I'll break down what actually changes when you spend that extra cash. Is it just about style, or is there some real substance? Let's start with the obvious, the look. The XM6 is your reliable, lightweight plastic. It looks like a tech product? I don't know. I think we can all agree, nothing too special. The Collection. Look, Sony completely stripped out all the plastic, every metal bit you see, the buttons, the arms, all solid stainless steel. The outside of the ear cups, the housing, and the pads are wrapped in this soft, gorgeous vegan leather. On these, we even get left and right indicators cleanly hidden inside the cups. And the case. It does not look like a tech pouch. It actually, to me, looks more like a minimalist designer purse with a handle or maybe a high-end toolkit. It is an absolute flex. But looks aside, design actually affects comfort. Sony went with an external wireframe structure here, making the headband about 10% wider and 40% thicker than the XM6. They also shaved 5mm off the thickness of the ear cups. On your head, it's calibrated beautifully for comfort, but keep this in mind, all that leather and metal, it's adding some weight. The XM6 is a nimble 253 grams. The Collection clocks in at 320 grams. I feel pretty comfortable here, but I imagine they might weigh on you for some long flights. Okay, so it looks better, but does it actually sound $200 better? Well, the audio blueprint is totally different. Inside the Collection, there's a brand new unidirectional 30mm carbon driver. Because it's more rigid, it handles high frequencies better and gives you a much wider, more open soundstage. Sony has also beefed up the internal circuit board. The copper foil layers are around 1.5 times thicker than on the XM6, which results in a cleaner audio signal with less background hiss. Processing is where it gets interesting. The XM6 used DSE Extreme for upscaling compressed audio. The Collection gets DSE Ultimate, Sony's ultimate highest grade AI audio engine. But my favorite feature difference is the spatial upmixer. On the standard XM6, you do have that feature, but if you want that immersive spatial sound, it only works in cinema mode, and you have to mess around inside the Sony app to toggle it on. On the Collection, there is a dedicated physical button on the headphones for instant spatial audio for both music and movies or mobile gaming, no app diving required. Plus, you do get Bluetooth 6.0 on the Collection versus Bluetooth 5.3 on the XM6. That's just the latest standard for wireless listening. Now you'd think for $650, you get the best of everything, right? Not exactly. Let's talk about the weird compromises with the Collection. First, noise cancellation and microphone quality, identical to the XM6. Same mics, same noise reduction tech that honestly is not what I'd consider best in class. It's great, but not legendary. Second, and this is a very big one, battery life. The standard XM6 got 30 hours with ANC, but the Collection, battery life actually drops to 24 hours, likely due to some combination of the heavier processing and thinner chassis. Now, 24 hours is still a full day of listening, and the fast charging is pretty good. 5 minutes gets you an hour and a half of playback, but it is a little ironic to me that the more expensive headphones require you to visit the charger more often. With all of this in mind, the Collection is a more niche product than the XM6. I don't really know many people with over $600 to spend on these headphones these days, but in Sony's defense, there aren't many headphones with such an emphasis on styling in this tier. The Bowers & Wilkins PX8 are probably the closest at about $100 more. If you want the better value, the most battery life, something you can, throw in a backpack, get the XM6, or better yet, you can still find the XM5 at a healthy discount. I'll link them below. But if you view headphones as part of your outfit and love the idea of a 3D audio experience, then the Collexion is a luxury statement piece that happens to sound pretty incredible. Not gonna lie guys, I feel fancy for just having them here in the studio right now. I need you to level with me though. Are you ever spending this much on noise canceling cans? Let me know in the comments and make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I will catch you next time.